Falling back. This poster, this vlog is about turning the clocks back. And it's about what happens when we go into a flare-up. When you're in a flare-up, usually what happens is that if you had a few good months, or say a year or 2 years, and what happened is that you took medicine and the medicine helped you get where you were, get you where you are, and slowly you're moving towards being medicine free, which they say that, or treatment free. What you usually did was put things into place. Like with me, I started taking care of myself. I started eating better. I fed my body food that was alive. In other words, fruits, vegetables. I ate meat. I still do. I ate 3 balanced meals a day. I would have snacks. I did not create a diet. I ate what my body needed, not what my intestines needed. That's one point. The second point, I got off the medicine and I added stress management to my lifestyle. I started exercising. I started doing, stuff to help my body day in and day out. Meditation was a big part of it, and this and that. And why I'm even talk to you about this is about what happens when you get another flare-up. What happens if you've gone 8 months and then all of a sudden you get a little flare-up? And what I see people do is go back to the past. They go back to when they're trying to create their old diet. They're trying to do this and do that. They go back to the thought process of when they were sick. And that is one thing you can't afford to do. You've got to move forward. You've got to look at saying, okay, I got a flare-up. What happened 2 to 3 months ago to me? Is it stress? Is there something changed in my life? Blah, 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 blah. You don't want to go into the point where you were sick when you were sick. You don't want to go back to that point and try to go back to the diet and what I did. And you moved 8 months without being sick. And what you want to do is keep up with what you were doing, as in meditation, as eating healthy, doing what you were doing, exercise, and this and that, and tweak what happened. You do not want to go back to the sick part. You want to go back to the healthy part. See what went wrong and what went wrong. In other words, what walked into your life that actually gave you so much tension to get you sick? That's what you're looking to change, not everything else. Everything else was working. So my next question is, or my next comment is what do you do with the flare? Well, if you have the flare and the doctor looks at you and says, well, geez, you might have to go on a little bit of medication to get it back to where you are, go with it. Get back to that medication. Get back to the point where you can be where you were, health-wise, and then start again. Never stopping what you did. You're adding on. You're not going back. So don't fall back. Don't go back to where you think you're sick. You're not. You're having a hiccup. Go with the hiccup. Keep moving forward. Find out what caused it. If it's stress management, great. If it was because you ate something stupid, like a hot pepper that was so hot that it, and it caused your move forward. That's what falling back was about with me. Is I didn't want to go back to the days I was sick, so I only go as far as all of a sudden I'm like, what upset me like a month or 2 months ago to cause this to happen? And it always worked. And I made my changes. Then all of a sudden, the medicine got me where I needed to go, and then I could go a year, 2 years, 27 years. It was looking at what it was. Pretty soon the flare-ups get to a point that they're so minute and so small that you can handle it without medicine. You can just say, hey, you know what, I got to get back on the ball. I got to get my stress management going. I've got to solve these problems. I've got to get this out of my life so it doesn't upset my intestines. There's going to be a day that your intestines will be the strongest part of you, and that's what mine are. Okay? So thank you very much. Have a good weekend. Remember to turn your clocks back, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.